A middle schooler steps up to the plate and shocks the entire room with an excerpt from a book he got from the library at his school. I'm Dylan Hildreth. This is the Dylan Hildreth Show. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. So, 11-year-old Knox Zajac, I think is how you pronounce it. He essentially read a little excerpt from a book by the name of Nick and Charlie that he had checked out from the school's library. And the age advisory is 14 years and older. But again, Knox is 11 years old. He's a sixth grader. And this was what was in the book known by Nick and Charlie, written by Alice Oseman. Oseman? Yeah, here it is.
My back over my hips as I ask if we should take our clothes off. And he's saying yes before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt, laughing when I can't undo his shirt buttons. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom. We're kissing. Again, we're rolling over. Obviously, you can see where this is going. I don't know if it's because we're feeling especially emotional or just tired, or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both f***ing terrified, and the whole thing was kind of terrible because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was good too, so good, because we were a mess of emotions, and we were scared and excited, and everything felt new. So this sort of feels like that. Nick touches me like he's scared at any minute.
What was even worse about that was the fact that the librarian asked if he wanted a more graphic novel of that book, depicting pictures of early teens having sex. This is in a school. This is in a library. The name of the school is Wyndham Raymond School District, also known as RSU 14. And this is absolutely incredible to me. How is this okay for an 11-year-old to not only go and check out, but to have the librarian ask if he wants a graphic novel depicting sexual acts from minors? On what planet is that okay? And and the left hides behind the guise of either LGBTQ or that they're going to learn eventually. Yes, they're going to learn eventually. They should be learning from their parents, not from the school librarian through a book depicting early teens. I don't understand how this is a controversial issue. This should be across the. There is no defense for this. There simply is not. But true comment section style that I've kind of stolen from Brett Cooper and the Daily Wire, go to one of the smartest people that I have had the fortune of watching, Dennis Prager on Twitter. Everything the left touches, it ruins. If you do not know that, you do not understand the world we live in. And that is correct. Another person tweeted, I am sorry. You had to see something like this. It steals your innocence. I am proud that you stood up and you are very brave and you helped others that day. Thank you. And yes, what this kid has done is he did the right thing. And I was waiting for somebody to have their child go up and read something like that as almost like a theater to get people woken up to. This is what an 11-year-old child reading a graphic book an explicit book looks like, sounds like. And yes, it is very uncomfortable because it's meant to be uncomfortable, because this shouldn't be happening. Another person, kids age can't see an R, kids this age cannot see an R-rated movie at a theater, but schools can have that kind of material for our kids to read. This kind of material should not be happening in our schools. Not going to argue that one. Another person tweeted, note to the Board of Educations everywhere, if a child reading aloud from a pornographic book that is allowed in their school doesn't turn your stomach, then I question your motive, your true motive for having these books in schools. It's not about inclusivity. It's about grooming. Exactly. You may, when you sexualize children like this, it becomes normal to them. It's grooming. It's sick and it needs to stop. Next, exposing elementary kids to porn is child abuse, plain and simple. Yeah. That's from a lawyer, so something might come out of that. I'm going to keep an eye on. And then, but there was one comment that kind of stood out here, and it was, why is this such a big deal? I don't get it. Found a bad book in a school library. It's not like the school reviews every book. Not a political thing. Take the book out of the library. Done. What's the big deal? You people are crying about what? Now, this is pure ignorance here. This is popping up all over. This isn't a one-off. If it was a one-off, that's one thing. But this is a continuation. You see it. Virginia, Florida, California. This is an everywhere thing that you're seeing, even in the reddest of red states. You see these woke teachers and woke school boards trying to indoctrinate kids into LGBTQI double XYZ to grooming, to you name it. And yes, they should be reviewing every single book that is in that library. The librarian should know what's in every single book, cover to cover, and know that it, at the very least, is age appropriate for people going in there. Or when she checks it out, it is age appropriate for that kid. And someone also tweeted, government curriculum, every school, not only a bad book. No, not the only bad book. Someone specifically wrote this for this age group. Someone else selected it for the elementary school. Another person approved it for schools. It is grooming in support of pedophilia. We must make a big deal out of it. Exactly. The bigger deal that we make this, the less this is going to happen. What the right has really forgotten is that the right's teeth are stronger, they are worth more, and they bite harder. And that's what we need to do. This whole get along to get along hasn't been working. And you have to dig the heels in, and start fighting for the culture, for our kids, and for the future of this country. It's that simple. I'm Dylan Hildreth. This is the Dylan Hildreth Show. We'll see you in the next one.